If everybody remembers, in 1968, the revolution started in Mexico City with the students. The earthquakes happened right in Mexico, right outside of Mexico City. Now we have this flu thing, and everybody's basically home-ridden. And as you said, Alex, the government's failing there. And if there's a revolution that's going to start, or some kind of mass protest, it's going to start with the students and with indigenous people kind of sweeping up behind them. That's on one tier. On another tier, it seems like there's a basic scare, worldwide scare, and just like you just said, kind of training, a build-up for something in the near future.
All right, thank you. Hey, good to hear from you. Plug the outfit you write for.
Oh, hey, that's okay, Alex. No problem, man.
And you also do audio blogs, so tell folks about that.
Yeah, man. It's okay. I write a sports blog called Sports on My Mind. It's sports and culture and society and stuff like that. No big deal, though. Hey, thanks, Alex. I just wanted to report that to you, man.
All right. Thank you so much. Good to see you again. Good to hear from you again. I want to be clear. A lot of things the public isn't ready to accept, but if the Secretary of Defense said it and government documents show it, and I have stuff from the 1950s with the Australian and British government saying they had tsunami weapons that were classified that could cause tsunamis. But in 1997, in the April issue of the Army Times newspaper, it was a daily issue, it was in April, I want to say April 16th, Google Secretary of Defense William Cohen, earthquake weapons. Let's put the Army Times on screen. Let's see how good my memory is. April 23rd. Oh, that's almost a few days ago. 1997. Do Secretary of Defense William Cohen, earthquake weapons. And let's put that up on screen. Let's see how good my memory is. April of 97. I know that. Let's see if I'm correct. Defense Link, transcript, DOD, Defense Link, Department of Defense. What is the date on that? April 28th. That's tomorrow. But I thought he gave the speech on like the 23rd. Okay, well, my memory fails. See, that's weird. Well, I can't completely trust it. It's like it's almost always right on target. I remembered April. I remember exactly what he said about seismic earthquake weapons, and you can go read it at the Defense Link, army.mil. And that was 12 years ago. So there I am giving you something 12 years old with near precision, but I got the date wrong. This may be a Defense Link transcript from days later. I don't know why the 23rd comes to mind, but you may give it another speech then, too. That's the problem with data. It kind of all mixes together. That's why I got to be careful. But there you have it. Print that for me. I want to read about the earthquake weapons, weather weapons, which they now admit they have in there. And so, yeah, big earthquakes in Mexico right as this is happening. A big 6-point plus. It gets crazier and crazier.
There's a gun and ammunition just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergency. Better you should pray to God, the Father and the Spirit will guide you and protect you from up here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
A quick update from Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, who runs a practice down in Mexico, consults down there, medical doctor, one of the leading experts out there, even in mainstream media, talking about bird flu and analyzing it. We had her on for 45 minutes during the first hour. She's going to be popping in again from Mexico. She's in Monterrey. First, they canceled their big medical conference that was already going on down there. Then they told them they, basically have to be bussed out. If they don't take a plane today, they'll be bussed out tomorrow. I mean, so not only is the border wide open, they're making people go back. I mean, this is martial law. So Mexico is taking this very, very seriously. Why on earth, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, would they make you leave now? Give us the latest.
Well, they just downstairs. They just unfolded all of the conference materials, and everybody that had booths and everything are packing up all their stuff. And they made an announcement that if anybody who could not get a plane out today, that they had a bus. It's a 5-hour bus ride from Monterrey, and they were going to take people across the border and take them to San Antonio today. They're really serious about people leaving. Now, nobody's holding a gun to our heads and telling us that we have to leave, but there's such a sense of urgency amongst the Mexican officials here about getting us out of the country. It just makes me a
Why?
little suspicious about, I don't know, maybe they really are going to close the borders and not let anybody back in or back out. So we've decided that maybe the prudent thing to do is to just go ahead and leave with everybody else, because we were going to stay here till Saturday. I mean, it's a beautiful place. We're going to enjoy the vacation time, but if they're serious enough about this that if you can't get a plane out, they're going to bus you to San Antonio, which is about a 5-hour drive. That's taking this really serious.
Well, Dr. Tenpenny, this has been a big escalation just in the last hour and a half since you were on with us. Other thoughts on why they're so panicked?
I'm really not sure. I mean, there's no, it's called a Monterey Healthcare City. Monterey is a very large medical tourism center. It's one of the global places where people come to get healthcare, and that was the conference that I was here for, is for this Medical Tourism Association conference. And they have wonderful facilities that are 5-star that look every bit like the Cleveland Clinic or places in Cleveland, in the U.S. And they are the ones that are calling the shots. It's not the Medical Tourism Association. It's not the conference. It's not the hotel. They're the ones who are making a really big deal. And the gentleman who was up in front of the group this morning telling us that they were canceling the tours and then they were canceling the rest of the conference, he's in close contact apparently with officials from Mexico City. And he was saying that these were sort of their rules, because there were several people in the conference that said, hey, we're here. Nobody's going to be able to get a flight out today. Can we at least do part of the conference? Maybe do it, some of it tomorrow. Can we, have the conference from noon to midnight and get as much of it in? Nope, it's canceled. You can't be in this room. And now they're saying they're setting up buses for us to leave.
And now there's been a big 6+ magnitude earthquake in Mexico City. This is getting weirder.
Oh, wow.
And weirder. A strong earthquake felt in Mexico City. AP reports a strong earthquake struck central Mexico on Monday, swaying tall buildings in the capital and sending office workers into the streets. The 6.0 magnitude quake was centered near Chilpancingo. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Chilpancingo, about 130 miles southwest of Mexico City, or 50 miles, 80 kilometers from the resort of Acapulco, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. So it's just really, when it rains, it pours down there.
I guess so, Alex. Well, I'm going to have to cut this short because I have to pack.
Okay, I know you've got to leave right now. I'm going to put you on hold, Doctor.
We're going to go over to San Antonio, probably spend the night there tonight. So I've got the number for your producer. Would you like me to give you a call in tomorrow morning?
Yes, 11:30 Central, and if you can't, we'll talk to you when you get back to your home. Thank you so much, Doctor.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, she called us to let us know that she wouldn't be able to do the show tomorrow from Mexico, that she was going to be leaving, so I wanted you to hear that directly from her. Another eyewitness in Mexico as all of this goes on. She's in one of the northern territories there. Northern states. I know we have a lot of phone calls. Those are coming up. I want to recap some of the top news and talk to Dr. Deagle, another medical doctor, get his other perspective. You kind of heard from Tenpenny that this could be really bad, but probably isn't. We'll see what Dr. D has to say. And then we've got Steve Quayle coming up on the show, and that should also be informative. Different angles, different thoughts, your calls, my analysis, Paul Watson's take, all of us together breaking this down. This is the GCN Radio Network. Infowars.com's the site.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
What would you do if you all the things we know? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away? What would you do if you knew all the things we knew? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you turn away too? And then what if you saw all of the things that's wrong? Would you stand tall and strong? Or would you turn and walk away?
I see a message from the government. like every day. I watch it and listen and call them all suckers. They wanted me about Osama or whatever. Picture me buying the scam, I said never. You in tune to a hard truth soldier spitting. I stay committed, give to die, I lose commission. It's all a part of fighting devil state mind control, and all about the battle for your body, mind, and soul. And now I'm hoping you don't close your mind so they shape you. Don't forget they made us slaves, gave us AIDS and raped us. Another push season mean another war for profit. All in secret so the public never think to stop it. The Illuminati, 666, all connected. Stole the votes, they control the race and take elections. It's the Skull and Bones Freemason Kill Committee. See the dragon get in every city.
What would you do if you did one of the things we do? Would you stand up for truth? Or would you...
All right, we got Dr. Deagle on for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to just bam, bam, bam go through your calls. Then Steve Quayle is coming up. And we'll have Dr. D back up throughout the week. He's a Genesis talk show host here. NutriMedical.com is the website. Another medical doctor. We'll give you his bio in a moment. Before we go any further, I want to encourage you to continue to support us, but also get materials that are great for waking other people up in your area, namely